How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Eternal Strands. So we need to talk to the Axel here to wrap up the quest, or potentially wrap up the In Memories quest. So here we go.
You deserved better from him, but that was probably all he's capable of. Come to think of it, we all deserved better from him.
What will you do now?
Take care of my people. Someone needs to. And you? You're going to try to fix the arcs.
We still don't know how an arc brought us here. Tell her we need to uncover its mysteries. Surgeborn are clearly stronger than we imagined. Tell her we need to deal with them. Isla devoted her life to the arcs. Tell her we need to honor her sacrifice.
The arc we followed through the Veil. We have no idea what it was doing outside the Enclave in the first place, or even how it got us in here. If we're ever going to stand a chance of leaving, or bringing down the Veil, we need to find out more.
I wish I could help, but arcs were Isla's expertise, not mine. Still, I agree. That arc allowed you to pass safely through the tangles, where Surgeborn go to regenerate. If you're going to try to fix it, consider me heavily invested in your progress.
It's too great an advantage to ignore. I'll keep you updated.
Okay. So with Dom, here we go. Running all around again. Instead of having two hub areas, I feel like everybody should have migrated here. Lots of unnecessary running around, but like I said, at least the load times are quick. So, what's up, buddy?
Dom, the interference I'm experiencing during expeditions is concerning. Any idea what's going on with the scry?
Not yet. The interference is certainly strange, but I'll need more time to analyze it before drawing any conclusions.
As long as it doesn't give out on us completely in the meantime.
However, I have taken a look at the Spindle's copy of the workings of Archons, and thankfully, the writing is far more legible than Lucia's. And her notes are significantly less paranoid at that.
About that, Kenrick Stanold told me that Lucia wasn't just tinkering with the arc we followed through the Veil. She built it. The Ark of Verdance.
That is quite the revelation. What was it for?
That was all Kenrick could tell me. Or wanted to tell me. But Sev mentioned that Kenrick had been feeding Isla information about a failsafe for the source. Could the Ark of Verdance be the fix she was working on without realizing it?
Yes. Yes! That could be it. Genius, Brynn. On my side, I dug into her notes. She was working on a way to fully restore our Ark for us. She was so close to a schematic, intricate, elaborate, masterful. And I finished it. Solar has the final design ready for you. Essentially, we'll be creating a power core for the Ark. Most notably, we'll need a special part, a bar of shaped coral. This is the final key for an Ark to be functional on its own without a Weaver channeling magic into it.
If we had built a power core earlier, could her death have been prevented?
She only made this discovery in the final days of her life, researching all the Ark parts we had supplied her. Her research even theorizes that using one's own magic to power an Ark for brief amounts of time could result in death.
So she knew she was going to die at the Grand Gate.
She knew exactly what would happen and did it anyway. That's courage.
We can't let it be in vain. So, then the Ark of Verdance is our failsafe. Your design will get it running. Where can I find the shaped coral?
She suspected it was kept in the Archon's hearth, stored near natural coral deposits for its regenerative properties.
Okay. Archon power core.
Anyone else missing Sev? No. He was always quiet, but his presence was felt nonetheless.
Alright,
I definitely missed.
so what? Shaped coral. Okay. Alright. Time to run more errands. I don't know. Like, good thing the gameplay outweighs the story here, because starting to get a little tiring after a while. I mean, the story's still keeping me interested, but the design of these missions needs some work.
The Archon's hearth once more. Wish Isla was here to guide me.
I could assist in her absence.
Oh god,
What the?
I knew it was her.
Aurea, the scry has been compromised by the Surgeborn. Stay off it.
Compromised is such a strong word. I just want to talk.
That way. Oh, is that some mist up there? That way. How might we get down there? Thank you, buddy. Alley-oop. Oh god, I'm not gonna. Oh, yep, I did.
So, what are we looking for in the Archon's heart? I know the area works well. It is my region, after all.
Like I would tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever plan you concocted, it would be so sick we work together.
You murdered my friend.
Technically, I didn't touch her. It isn't my fault she lacked the stamina to follow through on what she started.
Oh god. Frame rate took a massive hit right there. Let me get rid of this nest here. Below us. Got some fire friends over here. Oh, get out. I don't want to take a massive dive if I don't have to. There we go. Oh my god, the frame rate, holy shit.
There's a lot of coral here. I must be getting close to where the Enclave stored shades. Will the Surgeborn know our plan when I pick it up? I guess that's a risk I need to take.
Yep. Okay. Looks like it's right here. Alright. Time for some frost armor. Got another friend over here. Never mind. He doesn't want to come over, I guess. Okay, I guess, there's no cooling this off, actually. Yeah, I can't see what I'm doing here.
Bar-shaped coral. You and I have such similar taste in treasure. Whatever you're planning to do with that is nothing compared to what we could accomplish if we put our minds together.
I can manage well enough on my own.
You could do so much more than manage.
How to solo craft the power core. Right. Oh. Oh. That's just one of those. I thought it must be something. See ya.
The Surgeborn in the Howling Jail somehow has access to the scry.
We know. I can feel it in there with me. It's not pleasant. We need to do something fast.
The good news is, as far as we can tell, it only has access when you're in the underworks. At most, it seems to cause interference when you're above ground. We don't think it can listen in.
Until we can block its presence, best to keep use of the scry to a minimum.
Want this thing out of my ear yesterday. Move on to next steps. Where you mentioned she could feel the surge line. We just need physical access to the scry. Ask if we know how exactly the surge line is communicating.
All right.
Let's do the first one.
How are we going to fix this?
The reason Aurea can sense the Surgeborn presence on the scry is likely because it's wielding magic to communicate. The same way Aurea's mantle pulls magic from the air to contact you. However, unlike Aurea, the Surgeborn can't pull magic from the air around it. Otherwise, it would be talking to you all the time.
But it can only reach me when I'm underground.
Where the tangles are most dense. We need to cut off its access to raw magic.
That's where the spindle comes in. Thanks to her, we finally have the missing piece to get our escort here running.
It was a failsafe in the case that the source needed to be repaired. The Ark of Verdance will create a safe bubble against the tangles, which would be the natural consequence of any failure of the source.
Just like it did with the Veil.
Exactly. But without the crushing weight that caused it to fail.
So, the plan. We get the Ark to the source, it stabilizes the Enclave.
Or at the very least, starts the process.
If the Herald waiting down there doesn't destroy it first, I'll need to take it down. If this plan is going to work.
That sounds dangerous.
It might be a risk worth taking.
We have to. The Enclave is overflowing with raw magic, and this source is clearly the root of the problem. Too many tangles have led to the floods. They allow the Surgeborn to communicate and infect our enchantments. Without the source under control, we will never reclaim the Enclave.
Then that's our plan. We build a power core, then we speak to the Axle.
I'll join you at Cassidon's Hold.
Okay. Solar Craft's power core. Okay. Sorry, it's like walking on your head. Okay.
And with this power core, we can fix our Ark of Verdance. I think this is what they call a full circle moment.
Huh. Lately, I feel like I've been running in circles.
Hey, I know things look bleak, but this is a win. Don't let the Talon rob you of it. You're finishing her work, after all.
You're right.
I always am. Now, I think you've got a meeting with the Axle.
Okay. Back to Cassidon's Hold yet again. Yeah, I was gonna do a stream today because the embargo went down today. Kind of showcase how to take care of each of the archons and the creatures, but I don't know. I kind of feel like should leave that up to people to find out. It was pretty cool, so.
Khan Artime, my Weaver Band has repaired the Ark we followed through the Veil and discovered its true purpose.
To nullify the tangles at the source so it can be repaired.
Its anti-magic properties are why we were able to follow it through the Veil in the first place.
I see.
If we could get it to the source, we believe it could stabilize the Enclave.
Except the Grand Gate was broken when the Ark pushed the Herald back through it.
Surely there must be another way to reach the source.
Now that it's repaired, couldn't this Ark be used to leave the Enclave the way you came?
In theory, sure.
What are you saying, Khan Artime?
It's time for someone to protect my people. I need to use that Ark to get us all out of here.
You would leave with the Surgeborn running loose. Or worse, allow them to spread and wreak havoc across the Maida in your wake.
No one has succeeded in stopping them yet. We've been trapped inside the Enclave for decades. It's time to set ourselves free before the Surgeborn overtake Cassidon's Hold and kill us all.
It isn't right. Remind her the Surgeborn will still be a threat. Fear isn't the answer. Tell her she needs to be brave.
Is shoving problems under the rug truly the Enclave's legacy? Because it's a pattern at this point.
Agreed. Your people are better than this.
The Surgeborn has infiltrated our scry. It's learning how to use our enchantments against us. If we don't put a stop to this madness, how long until they overtake the Arks? Or bring down the Veil and spread across the Maida?
That is concerning. Still,
You think?
let's be clear. Even if you could reach the source, there's a massive surgeborn that almost killed you lurking down there.
I'll be ready for the Herald this time.
And what are you going to do about all the tangles? Punch them before they disintegrate you?
We will leverage the aeroliths to control miasma at the source. We think this will clear a path so that I can escort the Ark.
Interesting. You've put more thought into this than I'd expected. But, as you've said, you have no way to reach the source.
Fine. Our plan has a few kinks to iron out.
More than a few.
How about this? If you can just give us time to present you with the final plan, it'll be your call whether or not we move forward on it.
I suppose that's fair. I can't pack up this stronghold in a day.
One more thing. It's clear by now the Enclave hides its secrets well. If there's any information on the source, I need access to it.
There are private records that can only be accessed with the Eye's signet. I suppose he's not using it at the moment, but...
Brynn did just save your people from certain death not too long ago.
Fine. You can borrow it. You should find information at the Spire in Upper Denevron, the Bastion, and the Institute.
We'll arrange a meeting with you when we're ready.
Oh,
Good
my
luck.
God.
You must be thinking of running after these emergency measures are finished.
Here they
I
go.
assure you,
3 places
I'm
yet
not
again.
thinking of much beyond what fresh crisis the next hour.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Starting to get a little old.
Council records are meant to be public. Wonder what else the Eye was hiding from his people.
So we gotta go up in there. Ooh, there's a bunch of raw magic right there. Oh, hey. Stop that. Hello, boys. Everybody burn. Listen here, buddy. Up along. Alright, you good? I think we're good.
Records of the construction and maintenance of grand gates across the Enclave.
I think we got all the goodies. Okay, now we need to go Institute and Bastion. So let's do Bastion. Guess we'll do them in order here. I think it's at the garrison, right? Pretty sure.
Last time we went looking for answers in the Bastion. Half the documents were torn to shreds. What else were they hiding behind the Eye's signet?
That's it right here. Damn, I run magic shit balls, man. Shit.
Looks like research that's been compiled on the ecological and geographic impact of the surge across the Enclave's landscape. There's an entire section on the widening of the Great Chasm. Alright. Now we just got the institute. Oh, that's cool. It's like a little ski. I forgot I used that before, but I forgot about that. That's pretty cool. Alright. Yeah. Probably this.
My. That's the Eye's signet. Did you know it can reveal the Enclave's secrets? Not that I needed it to pry into the Eye's darker truths.
There we go. Much easier way to jump across rather than potentially falling to my death. I think... I don't know if I had to go that other way. I think I can break this door with my two-hander. Yeah, you can. Burn, baby, burn. Dang. Now we gotta go further.
Guess you're trying to find another way to reach this.
Ow.
I'm all for it. We'll be able to speak
Do that again.
easily then. your parents raise you to be a nice, respectful girl? I gather from how the eye spoke of his own daughter that those are the core values your kind instills.
Where are we going? Excuse me. There. Ah, right here.
Expedition to the source shortly after the surge. Enchanters suffered severe damage to the coral. All who participated in the expedition were sworn to secrecy and pound time.
All right. Okay, so we gotta go see Yen. Bye-bye, everybody. All right. Source. Okay. Skim through this. Control was essential in the design and production of our now ambiguous arcs. We found that as living material, as a living mineral, it can be grown and farmed. Thus, keeping the future in mind, pilot production facilities were built through. Though the majority of our core resources still come from harvesting the original deposit around the source. Further experiments are undergoing the source itself as we expand our infrastructure. It seems to react to energy input. It is not alive per se, but more akin to raging hearth. Close to finding a way to harness its energy. Additional funding is always welcome.
I hope you're not afraid of diving into bottomless pits.
Hardly. Maybe a little. Why?
Despite the Grand Gates no longer functioning, there is a more direct way to reach the source. By dropping straight down into a rift in Lower Denevron.
You know, last time I wanted to charge into a restricted area, you weren't so sure it was a great idea.
People change. Maybe I've learned a thing or two about calculated risk-taking from you. And the prospect of securing the source makes this a risk worth taking.
With this knowledge and Sev's plan to control the miasma with the aeroliths, I'll get Aurea to call a meeting with the Axle.
Perfect.
All right. Aurea to invite the Axle to the camp. Okay. All right. Well, we will do that next time. I think I may run around and check out some of these side missions. Feels like we're starting to get to the end, so should probably wrap those up. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you're doing well. Stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.